Hello and welcome to Club 5, episode 4 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got 2 games for you. In the first game we'll be at home to Defensa y Justicia in the second leg of our Copa Sudamericana semi-final. And then we'll be away to America Mineiro in the Serie A. So let's get straight into it, and the team to face Defensa is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for the second leg of our Copa Total Sudamericana tie against Defensa, and it is Calderon in goal. Back four is Hadic, Almeida, Kozer and Carstensen. Claudemir behind Diego Fuba and Max in midfield, Gabriel on the left, Enrique on the right, Ryan Francisco up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants them to justify any recent praise that's been sent their way and put on a real show. I'm going to agree with him. We'll do it with no gesture, and let's get out there and see if we can complete the job that we started in the first leg. So, as you can see, we lead 2-1 from the away leg, so it should be relatively straightforward, but Defensa will want to put up a good show, and will want to show that they're not just going to roll over and let us have it. But the opening 5 minutes or so has been all us. But the first highlight is theirs. It's headed away. Perez gives chase and gets there, but has it taken off him by Hadic. Hadic threads it through. Gabriel chips the keeper and hits the crossbar. And Atom clears it. And the highlight comes to an end. Carstensen with the throw-in to Max. Back to Thiago Kozer. Finds Carstensen to Claudemir. Enrique cuts inside. Plays it over the top. It's headed away, but only as far as Hadic, who's given it away. Perez brings it forward for Defensa. And he's still going. Plays it out to the right. The cross comes in. And Matias Perez is on the end of it. And it is Sao Paulo 0. Defensa y Justicia 1 on the night. 2-2 on aggregate. And suddenly we've got it all to do. So demand more. And try and work out where it's all going wrong. I think we're going to have to go attacking. We are going to have to demand more again. And we are going to need to score at least once. So just waiting for the opportunity to demand more again. As soon as I can, I'm going to. And we now do have that opportunity. So demanding more. And Carstensen isn't playing well. They've got another corner, and this time it's headed straight at Calderon in goal. I'm not blaming Calderon for the fact we're losing. He's playing okay. He's not having a sparkling game, but he isn't playing badly by any stretch. And Enrique plays it back to Claudemir. Finds Kozer. Forward for Diego Fuba, who's given it away. Almeida's given it away again to Salcedo, who plays it inside. And it's laid off for Enrique Salcedo, who puts it in the back of the net. Perez with the assist. But is Salcedo offside, or have they turned it around completely? They have turned it around completely. They lead 2-0 on the night, and they now lead on aggregate. So demand more. And we are going to have to make some changes. Carstensen's going to have to come off, as is Almeida. And also, in fact, just those two probably. Although Diego Fuba maybe needs to come off. Carstensen's throw-in. Enrique to Claudemir, who's given it away. Salcedo, and it's cut out by Hadic, who finds Koza to Kai Almeida. It's played left to Hadic. Down the line for Gabriel. His cross is headed clear, but only as far as Carstensen, who plays it into the box for Max. Max stands it up to the back post. Gabriel shoots and scores. So it's Sao Paulo 1, Defensa y Justicia 2 on the night, and 3-3 on aggregate. So scores are absolutely level, and away goals are absolutely level, if they are a thing in this competition. I don't honestly know. And Calderon has the loose ball. I hope we don't have to find out. Thiago Koza plays it forward to Carstensen down the line, and we've given it away. Atom gives it back to us though, to Hadic, who steps over the halfway line and still going into the left wing position, pulls it back. It's laid off to Max by Cloudemir. Max puts it in the back of the net, and it is 2-2 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate, and we're back in front. So it's been an absolute roller coaster of a tie. And we will work the ball into the box. We will press Matias Perez. And we're absolutely going to take Carstensen off at half time. I'm not certain what we're going to do about it, because we don't have a right back on the bench. But we're going to have to do something. And it is Bao with the goal kick. Launched forward. The header finds Enrique. Carstensen. Forward to Enrique. Back to Thiago Koza. Into Enrique. Clips it over the top. And Diego Fuba finds the back of the net. And we now lead on the night. It is Sao Paulo 3, Defensa y Justicia 2. And that's 5-3 on aggregate. So we've got breathing space for the first time. And now Enrique with the corner. We couldn't go in with a 3-goal lead, could we? Almost. And the highlight surely will come to an end. It doesn't. Diego Fuba plays it forward. Enrique's ball in. Header away. Now it's cleared and it's still going. Salcedo up to halfway. Plays it in field. And the highlight does eventually come to an end. And there is the halftime whistle. It's 3-2 on the night and 5-3 Sao Paulo on aggregate. So let's go in the dressing room. Doing well, definitely another gear. So I'm disagreeing with my assistant. And we're going to take Rasmus Christiansen off. And we will bring on Gonçalves at right back. And I'm going to play him as an attacking wing back to maximise his attacking threat and hopefully minimise any defensive frailties. Fuba's shattered, so we'll bring on Francisco, and I think that will do. So here we go, second half underway. And I think now we can drop back to positive. We don't need to be attacking now. And hopefully there won't be any late dramas. And we can just see the game out. But we are going to have to maintain the fitness of the players. So I am going to have to keep an eye on that. At the moment, there's no obvious candidates for coming off, but it's only 55 minutes gone, so it's early yet anyway. Enrique's corner is a low one, fired into the near post. Max to Enrique, back to Max, laid off, and Wellington Gonçalves has stepped forward from his wing-back berth to show why I've put him in there. and score our fourth goal of the night. And it's 6-3 on aggregate now. So that should put the tie to bed. And I think it is going to be Max that's going to be next to come off. And Leandro to come on. I think I'm going to take Almeida off and bring on Andre as Enrique picks up the loose ball, plays it to Gonçalves. It's played back behind Cloudemir, but he goes and gets it all the way back to the keeper. Calderon into Cloudemir. Thiago Koza plays it out to the right for Gonçalves. And he lays it off for Koza onto Cloudemir. It's played into Francisco. Ryan Francisco is in, but shoots wide. And I think my final change is going to be Thiago Koza. And we'll bring on Roberto. With 20 minutes to go. Hopefully I don't regret doing it that early. In fact, cancel that. Hadic needs to come off. He's tiring even more rapidly. We'll bring Roberto on for Hadic. So same player coming on, different player going off. And Atom is in. And Atom has scored. And the goal's disallowed. It remains 4-2 on the night and 6-3 on aggregate. So that should be the last of the drama, hopefully, into the final 20. And we are almost in cruise control. Not quite yet, but nearly. Thiago Koza is shattered, but he is now going to have to see it through, as is Henrique. It's a lot easier to do that when you're winning by 3 goals. And we've got a corner. Gonçalves' ball in. And Thiago Koza adds a 5th goal on the night and makes it 7-3 on aggregate. And we are now absolutely home and hosed. So into the final 10 minutes. And we've got a 4-goal aggregate lead. The job's done. We just need to see it home now. So I'm going to drop to balanced. Save a little bit of energy. And it is now Enrique with the free kick. Can he put the icing atop the cake? Almost. Bao saves and it's punted clear. Gabriel keeps the attack going. Highlight does eventually come to an end. And we're into the last couple of minutes. And the 90 is up. 3 minutes of added time. Shouldn't be any cause for alarm at all. And look at that. 5 different goal scorers for us on the night. And all 7 goals in the tie scored by different players. So there is the full-time whistle. Sao Paulo 5, Defensa Justicia 2, 7-3 on aggregate. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode. And this time it is an away game in Serie A against America Mineiro. And the team for this one, Calderon in goal, back four, Roberto, Almeida, Torres and Carstensen. Max behind Diego Fuba and Francisco in midfield. Santos on the left, Leandro on the right, and Sergio up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks we need to put on a real show everyone the recent praise is justified. I went with him last time and it was the right thing to do. I'm going to do it again. Out into the tunnel. We're first in the form table after a good recent run. Does that help? Confident, and we know that we can continue the good run. Dagomir is one of the best dribblers in Serie A. Do you have a plan to stop him? Definitely going to have to pay him attention. Am I concerned about how to stop the inform Addison? I know what he's capable of. We're going to try out a few things to see what works. And let's go. So as always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things play out. And there is an outside chance we could end up in the top 2 after this match, I think. In fact, no, that's not right. Botafogo are not yet playing, so we won't be able to catch them. But we will be able to go within 1 point of them, although they will have a game in hand. So it is a must-win game for us in terms of trying to finish as high up the table as we can. But 15 minutes in, not a lot's happened. Lobo with the goal kick, launches it, we win the header. Leandro plays it forward for Francisco, and Santos gives the ball away. Crivero, and it's worked its way out to the right. Dagomir, who was one of the ones that was much hyped in the press conference, is pulling the strings for them. But it's given away. Carstensen heads clear. Sarmiento plays it back over the top though. And it's kept in by Addison, the other one who was highlighted. And I'm going to need to demand more. We're not quite on the mark yet in terms of where we need to be. And we're definitely not going to improve our league position by drawing or losing. Lobo with the goal kick again. And we win the header, but again it's given away to Carvalho. And Santos is tracking back, but not closely enough to Dagomir. And they've worked it to Naldo. It's back with Sarmiento to Ravit. Sarmiento into Carvalho. Carvalho on the left. Back heels it to Addison. Finds Enrique to Nildo. Nildo goes past his man. And the keeper makes the save. But Crivero is there to mop up the rebound. And it looks like America Mineiro have taken the lead. And that is confirmed by the VAR. It is America Mineiro 1, Sao Paulo 0. So we didn't want that to happen. We need to demand more. And we're going to need to make some serious changes. Carstensen is playing poorly and is once again tiring. So we're clearly going to have to repeat the trick that we did last time. But we're also going to need to change our left winger and our striker. So it is going to be a 3-pronged change at half time. And we're going to go attacking as well. Leandro with the corner. Off the post with the header. And the highlight comes to an end. So is Carstensen actually even going to make it to half time? He does, but Sergio doesn't. So Ryan Francisco's going to come on. And I'm going to have to make the changes now, I think. So we're going to bring our right-sided midfielder on at the back. And put him on an attack duty like we did last time. It worked. So we're going attacking as well. And we're also going to take Fuba off for Cloudomir. Cloudomir will drop back. Max will move forward. And I am also going to take... What else do I do? Do I take Leandro off? No, I don't think I do. On the basis that Max is just as tired And I need a couple of changes available. So we'll just make the 3, confirm those. And we won't make any at half time. So we're going to go in 1-0 down by the looks of it. Sarmiento's free kick, short to Addison, finds Ravit. Sarmiento to Addison, who's played it back to the keeper. And he's got himself out of trouble there when it looked like he'd played himself into a whole heap of it. Ravit to Paulo. Forward to Dargamir. Crivero. Paulo to Dargamir. Paulo. Played over the top. Roberto should and does get there first. Feeds Max into Francisco. It's out to the left for Santos. Ball over the top. Ryan Francisco's hit the post, but he is offside. And that probably will do it for the first half. And there it is, 1-0 at the break. So we're going to need to demand more. Thrashing the arms, what was that? Straight back out there, no more changes. And we're going to need to do them for fitness-related reasons in the second half. And I think it is going to be Max and Leandro, but I'm not certain of that yet. And it's too early to make either of those changes. So we won't make them yet. I'll make the first one after an hour. And I think I'm going to go with, in fact, it's going to be Leandro and Santos. And it will be Santos first. And coming on will be Gabriel. And Leandro will be replaced by Roberto. And at the moment, we don't look a threat. So it does look like we're going to lose this one. Demanding more. And it's Lobo with the goal kick. Plays it short to Ravit. Goes for the ball forward. It's cut out. And Paulo Roberto finds Max. The shot deflects to Gabriel. He finds the back of the net. And that is America Mineiro 1. Sao Paulo 1. So we've got the equaliser. Now we need to go on and get the winner. I'm going to encourage this time rather than anything negative. Because we have at least levelled it. And we got a good chance of coming out with the 3 points. We've had a lot more shots on target. Although a very, very similar XG. So I'm not sure what that says about our shooting today. And it will be a demand more, the final shout, as we go in search of a late winner. Gonçalves is throwing to Torres. Square ball finds Almeida. Played into Max and then on to Gabriel. Francisco into Ryan Francisco. Paulo Roberto shoots and has it in the net. Will it count? If it does, we're dropping back to positive. If it doesn't, we'll remain on attacking and still chase the winner. It's disallowed. So it will be a encourage, the final shout. We're not losing, so got to bear that in mind. Calderon's goal kick to Torres. Torres plays it forward for Claudemir. It's worked to Francisco. And he's given it away. As Carvalho plays it in. And Addison Out to the right for Nildo. Paulo. And Francisco wins it back. Feeds Paulo Roberto. Forward to Gonçalves. Charging down the right-hand side. Plays it back to Paulo Roberto. Cuts in field. And shoots just wide. Big chance, but 5 minutes from time. It's still 1-1. And it looks like that's how it's going to end. But it is another highlight. Lobo's goal kick. And they've won the flick on, but Torres will pick up the loose ball. Feeds Roberto. And it's back with Torres. Into Francisco. Feeds Max. Ball over the top to the left wing and Gabriel. His cross is cut out. Kept in by Roberto. Finds Max. Played back to Almeida. Into Claudemir. Francisco to the other Francisco. And it's wide. 5 minutes of added time. Will there be one last opportunity to grab a late winner? Or is it going to be a 1-1 draw? Carvalho with the free kick for our opponents. And the header is just wide. So that might well be the last opportunity. But there is another highlight. Calderon to Max. Forward to Gonçalves. Into Francisco. Forward to Paulo Roberto. Down the right wing. Crosses it in. And the header is off the crossbar. And stabbed into touch by Sarmiento. And the highlight comes to an end. I don't think there will be another one. And there will not. There's the full-time whistle. America Mineiro 1. Sao Paulo 1. I'll be back in a moment with the Serie A League table. And to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, well here is the Serie A League table, and as you can see we're sat in 4th place with 17 wins, 8 draws, 8 defeats and 59 points from our 33 games played. So let's take a look now at when we are going to come back. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the Boca Juniors game in the Copa Sudamericana final. And I'm also going to show you, I'll play the next couple of games off camera after that and bring you back for the final league game of the season at home to Atletico Paranaense. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching and goodbye.